It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn you off.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Arch is going to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Might have a chance. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Delivers the stiff arm. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Smothers.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Arch Madness. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Fourth down, Manning. Unloads it left. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Fires left side, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got it. Beat down in bounds.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's complete to the right. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it out with Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Zayn. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Julian with the play fake. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Zayn. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Say it. Here's a heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the 1st half.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Powers forward. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what you're...
Got a little grass. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Still looking on the move. On the run, deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Saying back to the air. Got a man.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Sayin. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Simon. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags it and he's open. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Longhorns!
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Sayin. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day, but sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good cover.
There's some room. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They take the lead with that score, and number one all of a sudden in a little bit of trouble.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To adjust the pattern. Throwing Manning. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here comes the heat. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Play fake. fake. Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. With the catch, it's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The run inside, it's Brown. There's a crease. The 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Sayin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge makes the grab in their space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sayin on the play action. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Fires Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Rodgers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Zayin from the gun on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, Manning. Fires toward the target. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Manning with a play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. The offense changing the play. Manning to the air again. Finds his tight end. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Here's Manning to throw. Pocket breaking down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Running inside, it's Brown. Picks up the 1st down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third down from the gun, Manning. Touchdown, Texas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Say it. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a throw downfield late. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
It's caught downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it in overtime.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy.